Welcome back. Women's soccer players have excelled at the highest level for decades, despite playing without many of the same accommodations as their male counterparts. News Press Now's Cameron Montemayor joins us in the studio to tell us about a groundbreaking moment, not just for women's soccer, but for all of women's professional sports. Cameron?
Thanks, Charles. In just 9 days, a long-awaited and historic development for women's sports will take place not far from St. Joseph, as the Kansas City Current become the first professional women's soccer team in U.S. history to play in their own dedicated stadium. Here in St. Joseph, local athletes and coaches are celebrating the stadium as a historic investment for women's sports and aspiring soccer players. The sport has seen tremendous growth in its own right here in St. Joseph as more girls than ever join and help grow the game. Cold winds swept through the air as a dozen girls soccer players glided along the front lawn at Central High School during a February scrimmage. While still early in the young season, it's a valuable test for the women as they ramp up for the start of the 2024 season in mid-March. Among the young players, the teal and red apparel of Kansas City's upstart professional women's soccer team notably stood out among the rest. Just 50 miles to the south over the Missouri River, the women of the Kansas City Current are gearing up for a historic season opener. The Current and every professional women's sports team in the U.S. have never had a stadium they could call their own. When the Current take to the field at noon on March 16 in Kansas City, all of that changes. On that day, more than 11,000 raucous fans sitting in the teal-colored seats at CPKC Stadium and those watching on national television across the nation will witness a groundbreaking moment, the opening of the first stadium in the U.S., not just for professional women's soccer, but all of women's professional sports.
It's really cool because you start the Chiefs have the sport they do, the Royals have the sport they do, but now you get to see the women get the chance to shine too at a different level.
The $120 million stadium is a defining symbol of how far women's soccer and women's sports as a whole have come. Among the players at Central's soccer scrimmage that day, no one wore the teal and red of Kansas City Current apparel as proudly as Mia Scheidler, a junior on Central's varsity team who's played since she was little. Scheidler has taken great pride watching her beloved team flourish from humble beginnings to making history in the world of women's soccer.
Well, I am so excited. I just know gonna have chills. It's gonna be I feel like the energy is gonna be so loud, so welcoming, and it's gonna be like the old stadium, but 10 times better because it's our own.
And with tickets to attend games this season, the chance to be front and center for the opening of the long-awaited stadium will be bigger than anything she's ever experienced.
It's such an amazing thing. I didn't know if it would ever happen because they make men's stadiums all the time, but there's something really special, and I love that we could do it.
CPKC Stadium and what it means for women's soccer isn't only generating buzz among young fans and female athletes. The excitement extends to coaches and instructors. As Sarver coaches a new generation of aspiring women's soccer players, she recognizes what today's landscape means for girls and young women dreaming of making soccer a career.
Young women are able to see that their participation in sports matters and that they're being invested in and that they will continue to be invested in. Because before, women weren't getting maybe the same amount of support or viewership, so now it's really cool to see at all levels that women are being invested in.
Local soccer coaches in St. Joseph remember a time when just 200 to 300 kids were regularly participating in St. Joseph Youth Soccer Association activities. That number has since skyrocketed to more than 1,200 kids across both recreational and competitive leagues in 2024. That marks a 300% increase in participation in the last 2 decades. There are more girls and women competing now, around 500, than what the program used to see entirely across both boys and girls 2 decades ago. SJSC Premier, one of the flagship club teams for the St. Joseph Youth Soccer Association, with more than 60 players, both boys and girls, who travel to Kansas City to compete in high-level tournaments. They're not just competing now, they're winning.
It's just really great because we have an opportunity to just play teams from across anywhere really, and it's just cool we get that competition.
Playing with the Youth Association gives Atchison Middle Schooler Emma Finnegan and St. Joseph Christian 8th grader Lexi Klein the chance to play and thrive on the soccer field, but also build relationships at the same time.
This team that we've been on for a while, it's like being part of a family kind of, and just knowing each other and becoming really close so fast.
They credit the association with providing a foundation to make it possible. With recreational leagues making up 3/4 of their teams and activities throughout the year, children of all ages and skill levels have the opportunity to get their foot in the door and possibly spark a love for the game. Women's soccer in 2024 is a far cry from the way women in the sport were valued for nearly half a century. Between 1922 and 1972, women's soccer was outlawed by nearly a dozen countries for extended periods across Europe, South America, and Africa. severely crippling the development of the game for women after the end of World War I. Now 12 years since its founding, the National Women's Soccer League is paving a new sustainable path for women's soccer and athletes across the world. In December, the league announced a landmark $240 million deal with ESPN, CBS, and Prime Sports to provide unprecedented viewing access to professional women's soccer. The deal comes as the league shattered the season attendance record for the second consecutive year. In just the last 3 years, the league has grown from 10 teams to 14, with newly announced plans to expand to 16.
It shows that you can be successful in the sport. It shows that, because before all there was the national level or college. So it's really hard to find a middle ground, but now there's so many more opportunities for players.
All things considered, the future of women's soccer has arguably never been brighter. Cameron Montemare, News Press Now. You guys can find the full story with more local reactions and history about the development of women's soccer online at newspressnow.com and at Friday's edition of The Weekender.